Hello, welcome to my channel. Tonight I'm going to read for the sign of Pisces. This is a love reading, mid-month, March 2023. Concentrating on the love tonight. Reading for Pisces. Tell me what's going on in Pisces love life. A card out here, come on. Already did all the shuffling and cleaning, so the cards are ready to roll. Let's get this started. Come on. What's going on for Pisces in life? Pisces are very emotional, stable people. Got a good, pretty good hold. If they say they care about you, they care about you. Genuine. You don't usually play too many games. Unless they've been burned pretty good. Otherwise, you know, they stick it out. I'm just going to go ahead and start. Looks like somebody's out in the cold. Something just in. Okay. God. Somebody got put out in the cold. That's what that means. Okay. You put someone else out in the cold. Okay, I got it. Thank you. Clarifies itself sometimes, doesn't it? As soon as I speak, it throws one out there. No. No, they put someone out in the cold, and you're much happier for it. Must have been something you needed to do. Okay. Much happier for it. You've got the Knight of Wands up next, which means, you know, it's kind of going slow now. You're not really looking right now. You got your bags to unpack. Yeah, you're open, but the open light's not quite on yet, you know, even though the door's unlocked. It's going to be a little bit of time. There is someone that likes you, but you don't know it. And I don't think they're going to come through and tell you here. Yeah, I see that. I'm not going to come around telling you. They're going to just kind of wait around for you to maybe approach them now that this other is out. But they understand that you need time to sort through everything and get it all together. So they're going to be quiet about it. Seems like it's not moving, but it is. I like you a lot. You'll notice them soon. Probably helping you along with someone to talk to. Not quite sure who that might be yet. Alright. Oh, we got ourselves a whole handful. Wow. Yeah, you're gonna in the hermit mode for the moment. A little bit guarded. Even though, you know, you don't want love. Not quite ready yet. And it is love that you want. This is a love reading. You're still a little guarded, but your heart really does want the love. You want somebody. Want to find someone. Just not quite yet. You're just getting over. You're just finally getting over putting someone out. Oh yeah, and it was a toxic thing too. You don't want another toxic thing. Yeah. That was toxic enough for you to kind of be holding back, guarding this love that you want to offer, but you want to find. But that last burn was pretty bad. I don't know what you found or what you saw or what you did, but man, you're giving a lot of thought to all of that there in the hermit mode. They don't want to go through that again. I don't know what it was. Maybe they just spent all your money and didn't tell you. Maybe they lied, cheated, they stole from you, or who knows. But you're going to come along. Okay. You're doing really well all by yourself here. You're not going to go back to anything toxic, and you're not going to accept the toxic in the future because you made up your mind about this, and because you're in the Nine of Pentacles mode where you're really independent and on your own now. You got the wheel. You got the wheel rolling. The wheel is start turning here soon. And since now you know what you don't want, and you'll get it together here soon, and you'll get the wheel rolling. I know this reads just. This is not the present here. This isn't here. You're working diligently here to get yourself into this independent mode, which you kind of have to. I mean, the bills got to be paid regardless. This is what you've dealt with that you don't want back. Now that person could have had an addiction. It could have been mean to you. It could have been anything. It's anything. When it comes to love, man, everything is painful. It hurts. And it's hard. It's hard to deal with things that are disloyal or dishonest, and you feel like you're walking on eggshells every day and don't know what you're gonna. If you're not happy, man, you gotta let it go. Even if everything else was good, if you don't want to, if there's something that's going on there, or you have a deal breaker thing, I mean, I do. I don't want another alcoholic. I don't want somebody that cheats and lies to me. I mean, these are things I'm just not looking for, and so I'm not even looking. I'll just wait it out. I get it. I don't want anything right now because everybody plays games or lies to you. I just really ain't interested in that. So I can see where you're coming from. You're not really, but you do. Everybody wants to feel loved. So of course you want to feel loved, but you got bags to deal with, and you sure don't want to dump them all over somebody else and wreck something that could potentially have a stability for you. Pisces, not everybody is like that person, but and sometimes it's not, you can't always tell. Some people are really good at lying to you. They're really good at their game. They're real good at playing their game, and they get to you, and you think you're stupid or something, or I'm not going to let this happen. How could this happen that I didn't catch? That happens all the time, even to the smartest, most observant people. You can't catch it all the time. You just have to be glad that you caught it when you did, and that now you're not wasting any more precious time on someone that isn't worthy of it. That's really all there is. I'm sure you put in a lot of effort and a lot of work trying to help her, trying to keep this person. Yeah. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. But you are freely independent, and now you'll be with someone because you want to be, not because you have to be. That's a whole different deal. So now you can pick and choose what's on your list of deal breakers and watch for them. You'll see the tags now. You won't miss them now. Now that you've had this happen, you won't miss those flags. And I don't care what anybody says. They can say to you, well, I'm not that person. Well, I don't know that. And the truth is, you don't. You really don't. Everybody's going to say that. No, you're not that person. But how do I know you're not just as bad as something else? So, yeah, it takes time. And we don't fall in love. We fall in lust and limerence and the excitement of new. That's easy to fall out of. When we fall in love, that takes time. That means you know that person. They've become clear. They've proven their loyalty, their honesty, and it takes time. You can't do that overnight. You can't do that in a month. So yeah, it takes a long time. You have to really get to know someone, and a lot of people, they really don't want to do that anymore. They don't want to really get to know someone. They don't want to really spend the time. They just want their own. They're in it for the self gratification, and that's it. They really only want the lust, and they want to call that love. Period. All right, let's get moving on the next roll. Let the wheels turn, and it's time for the next level. And I see that you're gonna see things in a different perspective. Even though the wheel is turning here, You're in Hangman. And the reason you're in Hangman is because of all this happened. And then, you know, the wheel is turning. Every time that it stops, you have to observe. So you're not ready to come down out of that tree. Even though you've got a couple of people, you've got an ace of or a page of cups here. Someone's making an offer to you. But you're still seeing it from that position. You're gonna, well, what I'm gonna say is you gotta see it from a different perspective. But either way, it could go. Either way, it could be that you're, no, because the way it's facing, it has to go this way. Sorry, it has to go. But that's how it is. It's exactly how it is. As a matter of fact, it looks like that's right to me. So, yeah, you're going to try to see them from I'm going to call it a different perspective, rather than just hanging around. You're just not. You're trying to see another individual. You're trying to do that. Oh well, yeah. I know you're not the same. You're not that person. And I can tell you now, don't be even seduced into the go back thing. Don't go back to anything. Never. If you had to leave, there was a reason you left or you did away with. If you had to do that, then I promise it doesn't stop. That's who that person is. And it will happen again and again and again if you keep going back. And now your word is worth nothing. Now when you say, they go, yes, sure, whatever, I'll just go do what I want. And they'll take me back. You don't want to be that person. When your word is compromised. Not to mention going back. Your misunderstandings are one thing. But when you have gone to that level, this level of, when you had to go to this place here, this place here, you've had to go to this place, you can't take them. What'll happen is a week later you'll be going, oh, now I remember. That's right. Don't do it. Alright, you got an offer coming. That's a page of cups there. It's just an offer. It's just a page right now. It's just making a flirt with you. It's flirty energy. Hey, you know, hey, look here. I'm over here. One of those. You might meet them somewhere while you're out or whatever. But, and you're really, and the whole time that you talk to this person, if you even talk to them, the whole time you're in the back of your head going, don't be an idiot, don't be an idiot, don't be an idiot. They're going to do the same shit to you. And as long as you're doing that, all you're going to do is punish them. Oh my goodness, okay, you want out? You got it. Get this one. The Six of Pentacles here. You gotta, oh my, what is this? What is the deal with that? Yeah. You go on about being gracious and kind, Pisces. You always are. You speak with everybody. You talk to everybody. Rich or poor. It doesn't matter. You don't have you're not judgmental. You're not that way. You know someone everywhere. It blows me away. I have a brother that's Pisces. He could have never been in Arizona. I've never been there. Go there and I swear everywhere. You know somebody. Runs across someone. Oh, hey, I'm going, how do you know that? You've never been there. But yes, there's someone everywhere. After this here, you're mingling again with all the people out, getting to know people. And of course you got the Hierophant here who's governing your get out of the house. Get going, go. Get out. It's time for you, Pisces. Come out of the tree and get out there. That's who you are. Come on, get going. The Hierophant then is kind of guiding that. That's divine because something is ahead. About to come across something. The Hierophant is at work here. When you come down out of there, the first offer you're going to get is going to be you're still thinking about all of this stuff, and it's getting in the way, making it real hard for you to even see that person for anything more than, oh, no. Everything is a flag. But you're just pulled to get out and go do something. Go meet with people and just talk to people. Just go get to know people. This is what you do. Go sing karaoke somewhere. Because the Hierophant is directing something to you. The Hierophant is directing justice your way. Yes, sir. That's going to level things up for you, balance it out. Oh, that's not the one. Don't give me this crap too much. And none of them are flipped over, so I'm not going to take them. They don't belong. Too many. Yep, the Hierophant is delivering justice. Man, you've been good about that. You were right to do that. You didn't deal out anything negative. You didn't take vengeance or anything like that. They're going to get theirs now. You're going to be out getting to know people and doing what you need to do, and everything will be fine for you. But the Hierophant is directing your escape or your new path. Come on, your new path, and getting justice with this over here. Oh yeah, getting justice with that. Oh man, that's directed by the Hierophant. I mean, exactly, right next to it. The Hierophant, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to exact justice for you for the way you handled what you did. You handled it with grace and courage, and you stuck by your word. You did what you needed to do. You stood up on your own, and now I'm going to handle it. And Divine steps in. And then Strength is here. You didn't, you were strong. See what I mean? That's, when the Hierophant stepped in, it's because you didn't do it the wrong way. You kept your strength. You didn't go back. You didn't take any vengeance and turn yourself into what you hate. You or dislike, whatever they want to call it. You didn't do those things. So you held to your strength and your word. That's a big deal. And then you're going to get the 4 of Wands. There you go. And now you're about to meet someone really spectacular for holding your strength. While justice is exacted on that person that did you wrong, you handled everything properly. And now you will be vindicated, and someone new comes along and helps wipe the slate of your heart. The justice here is basically balancing things out. It's making you not while you're here in this hangman's tree, okay? While you're here, just kind of hanging around, going, oh, how am I going to see the flags? And you got yourself a little flirty energy, and that all you saw were the flags, because that's all that's in your head, it's in your heart, it's eating away at you. Man, did I do the right thing? Yes, you did. And for that, now you kept your strength. You stood in your power strong. Now you've got 4 of Wands. Let's find out the details on that. I'd like to know what some of that's about. I know I'm not going to have a timeline on here. There isn't anything like that. I won't get any timelines. I want to know. Well, I want to know. I want to know if I was right about this. To be honest. How about, am I right on the story? I need the details on this. I need to know. I want to know what the 6 of Cups is up here for. If that's guarding your heart from going back, because I think that's Wand heals. Or the Ace of Swords. I think the Ace of Swords is what's guarding you from going back. That's it. Looks like a going back card. Looks like it's an apology of going back. And then I see the Cups again and the Devil. So I want to know that this Cups is. Find out what that's about. I think I'm right on that. It feels like that. But, and my intuition is saying, yeah, but let's get some details. You might have already done that. I can't tell. I'm going to find out now. Maybe you did. Maybe the person I'm reading for already went back once or twice and found out that things don't change. It's not changing. And then got up into their 9 of Pentacles and got the wheel going. Just ain't quite sure on how the spread is going to line up for the timeline. How far back and how far forward, whether there were trips back, I don't know. I'm going to try to find that out. But that's what I think is going on. You know that I'm looking at it more. I'm looking at it the more I feel like you went back at least once, but you did find out. You went back at least once. Took that person back. Then you put them out in the court again. But this was the first time. Just put them out. The two split. The two of you split. And then this is the first go back. I don't see another one. I don't think there was another. I think there was only one. You learned your lesson. I'm not doing that again. And they were really great for just a little while. Oh, I'm so happy. Everything seems so. Why did we break up? And then you found out. And the devil hit. That's why. That's right. Now I remember. Found that in the bathroom. You know. Something like that. Or somebody's arrested, or your car's wrecked, or... That's right. Forgot all about that. Police knocking at your door or something like that. You know, all kinds of things. Ha! Yep, that's a one-time go back. You went back. Now you got yourself the, that's the Queen of... Queen of Swords. I lost my regular glasses. But that's not my reading glasses, and I haven't been able to find them. This is the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you went back and you found out why. You seriously thought about it, even on when you went back. When you went back, you had your sword up. That's why it went so quickly. You could see, that's because you knew what you were watching for. You knew exactly what you were looking for. You knew it. And you found it real quick. Everything seemed all sparkly and happy at first, when you first got back together. And some apologies were made, and some, you know, maybe I acted rash, or, you know, oh, it's not that bad. I did everything right, or whatever. I'm better now, or whatever the case may be. It didn't take you very long, did it? Okay, I'm not going to need to know any more about that, because I see 2 flags right there. That card has flags on it. Guess what you're doing? Look at the card. You look right at the flags, okay? When you got back together, that just clarified that. I don't even need another one for that. Wow, that was easy. Okay. I don't need to know the devil. It's some kind of bad thing. Bad enough. It could be anything. The truth is, usually situations that come out, there's only a few, how do I put this, core situations that come out. But there's hundreds of ways to read it, hundreds of ways of putting a story to it. So, I mean, it could be just anything like that. But I can see this one's pretty clear as this is a split. And I go back and read the red flags again, and then out. Nope, that's it. That's enough. That's enough. The only way you get the 9 Pentacles after the devil is if you let that go. And I know that because there's no way you would have got that pentacle, those pentacles, and the wheel rolling again if you hadn't stepped off. You said, nope, not going back to that. Nope, not having that no more. So you did try once. Bravo, you know. It is always worth the one, but I never go back anymore because I'm too old now. I don't have time to kill. I don't have time to kill. Maybe you got a little time to kill. Yeah, you worked really hard. You said, there you go. You're really, you saw it all. Saw it clearly. I don't need any more on that. All right, what else do I want to clarify? That's all on business I need to know about that one. That's the 5 of Wands. It was a bad thing. Let's just say it didn't take you long to see. All of the stuff was absolutely true that you heard, you saw, and and they're not going to change that. People don't change who they are, especially if they lied to you from the get-go. It's probably what this person's about. Let's see what's going on down here now. I'd like to know. I don't need to know about this Ace of Cups here. I know that's just a flirt. I know that. Or sorry, the Page of Cups. That's just a flirter, and I know that. And I know that the Hierophant here. I know what this energy. I'm gonna say the 6 of Pentacles, but I got a pretty good idea. I'm gonna clarify it anyway. What's the 6 of Pentacles doing here? I mean, I may be wrong. It could be something totally different in this. It's learning. It's you color light bulbs all over the place. That's because the Hierophant's here. The Hierophant, you're being instructed. I always like to call this as a schooling card, but you know, an educational card. So if it's an educational card, then you're getting out again, and you learned your lesson with that. So you know, and you everything's wiped from your heart by the Hierophant. I don't need to know why that's there. It's divine always, and it's upright, so it's pretty clear. And there's justice right after it. So the Hierophant took over justice for that waste of your time. Because time is really the only thing of value in your life. That's all. Everything else can fall away. Time is the most valuable thing you have, and there certainly isn't enough of it for you to make wisdom. Most of the time we spend all of it. Some people spend all of it wasted navigating the flesh here, and others make wisdom from things they might have regret. You know, you have so little of it, man. Anyway, that's what that's about. You learned your lesson about that. You've let that go. You did finally let that go. You let it go for good reason, and you're mingling again. You're learning again. You're getting out there again. You're learning about people again. You care to learn about them now. You didn't for a while. When this flirt was coming, you really were too involved in other things to learn about that person at all. You wouldn't even have seen them on the inside at all. Our big purpose in this life is just to find love beyond the suit we're in, okay? That's it. It's the most difficult and easiest thing there is. And we waste so much of our time on so stupid things, when the simplest thing is loving someone beyond what you see, or the suit that they're in, or their community, or their faith, or their loving someone, their light, their spirit, something beyond the skin. All right, I know why the Hierophant's here. What kind of justice are we talking about? I want to know what the justice card is. What is the Hierophant going to do with this justice? Okay, that's the Knight of Wands. Alrighty, well, that tells me a lot, because that's right here. This card right here is the second card out, or the third card out right here. Right here, right after the first breakup. Right after that, you got the Knight of Wands, right? Right? That's that. Then here, when I'm asking what the Justice card is for, we got the Knight of Wands. It was for this right here. That's everything right there. That's it. All right. That threw itself right there. And it is exactly what I thought it was. That's the Four of Cups. And if you look at the card, while you're in the Hangman's Tree, what are you doing? You're too busy concentrating on everything else. Focusing on everything but what you need to flirty energy is even getting in. In fact, your back is to it. Look at this. Think about it. That's what it is. It threw itself on there. I didn't do that. That just popped out and landed right there. So I let it go. Sometimes things like that are doing what they're directed to do. And since we have the Hierophant on the table here, there's a lot of divine direction going on right now in your energy. Pisces energy. I'm reading for the sun sign of Pisces. At your core, you're who you are. And I will also say that this could also apply to an ascendant in Pisces, because the ascendant it's how you present yourself to the world. How you're seen by others. Excuse me. I had a really bad it's a hereditary tick, and it got really, when I was in an accident, it really got bad, and I occasionally suffer from it. It's sort of like a seizure, but it's not. It's just hard for me to. I have to stop and relax a second. Anyway, I know what this is about. That justice is him taking over. You don't have to. They're gonna get theirs. You just have to know that. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Boy, I can almost see, I can see in my mind's eye a whole situation, man, and I don't even want to say because I don't want to pin on one situation because it can be said so many different things, and this is a general read. But in my head, I got there's so many possible things. I know that would narrow that down to just one person or two people. If I opened my big mouth and said what I know it is, but I think it is. But yeah, this could possibly be something of Pisces ascending. I have a Pisces ascending. That's interesting. Oh, come on, man. But this doesn't apply. Well, you know what? But that was 6 years ago, so. Okay. kind of, yeah. And of course, then again, I've got a tag on my forehead every time I go out the door that says, "Hey, you look like a bad idea. Come on over here." I don't even party and drink. I just draw them in. They show up at my door. No, I step out of this house. It's like a magnet. I get drunk. My mom and I once stopped to have a cocktail, and this is a long time ago. I don't drink anymore. It gives me a headache. But we stopped, and I said, "Mom, I gotta go. There's the disgusting guy in the bar that's drunk, and if we don't get out of here soon, he's gonna be over here trying to talk to me." And she said, "What?" I said, "Just let's go. If there's one dirty, stinky drunk in the bar, he's gonna be on top of me before." Sure was. He was headed right for us. That's gonna go right now. It's great. Happened a lot. That one. Yeah. Okay, you've got the strength. You were strong. This is on our strengths card here. That one right there. And that means you were strong and you were your back. You turned your back, and you walked away, and you were strong in it. You didn't look back. You just went forward and you followed the raven, and you did just what you needed to do. You didn't take vengeance. You didn't try to change that person. You didn't try to push them around or catch them, or you just did what you needed to do, and that is exactly why this is being directed. Now, your strength, you held strong, and now I've got the 4 wands. Yep, that's a happy couple. See that? See that there? You see it? Yeah, that's a nice energy right there. You're about to meet someone nice. Don't tell them your whole story of woe. They don't want to hear it. Okay? They don't want to hear about this person. And in fact, I bet you can't even do it because it's wiped it away for you. So you're not even going to unload that on this person. I would say don't do it even if you're tempted, but you're not going to. Now, you'll juggle that on your own. You've kept it, it's come into balance, so you're not going to unload that on them. I don't know what sign it would be that might come forward for you. Because most of this is to your reaction and how you're handling things, and the reason why something nice is about to come in for you. Because of this handling, the way you handled all of this. And the things the reason for the flirty energy that you just don't know why you didn't want to take up. Didn't want to, it was in your head, and sometimes it's in our subconscious. You just, I don't think I'm ready for that. Even if it flirts with you and it's nice and all, you're still not, if you got all of that weighing you down, it takes the focus away. It just really does. And it'll keep you from a lot of things. But that's divine. I mean, you're in a divine spot now. Hierophant's taking over all the other shit that you had in your head. So now you're cleared up and you're open and ready. And then when you meet this person, you won't be talking about that other stuff. You'll only answer questions, and that's it. I don't think it's going to go anywhere other than that. I think you're going to have you'll have a nice meetup. This is be a nice person you just have a nice conversation with, and then let it flow. I think you're the master of flow. Come on, you're water. And as a matter of fact, you're the third You're the third water. Yeah. You're the third water. The first water is Cancer, right after the start of the progression on a wheel, on the astrological wheel. The first one is Cancer. I think Cancer has a lot of chaos. They are the waterfall. It's coming off the mountain hard and it's rushing. And it really isn't always so controllable. It takes Cancer a long time unless they've got a lot of other things in their chart that help them to develop their emotional stability. Okay? Then you get to Scorpio. Scorpio, I like to say, takes over at the bottom of the falls and is the flow, directing the water where to go. If it comes into a blockage, the Scorpio finds the way. Do you understand? It controls the flow and keeps the flow rolling. And then Pisces is where the flow ends. If it ends at the sea, Scorpio brings it to the sea, and the sea opens up and it takes it. That's the Pisces. They are the sea. They have control over all of it. They can have a raging. They can come from. All of your water signs are influenced by the moon. You have more control over it because you know when the influence is taking place, like the rising of tides. Rising and falling of tides are always the same. You may have a tsunami here and there, but that's usually at the direction of something else. Like if the earth quakes, there may be the water is gonna take out is gonna react. You know, so it's usually a reactive issue. Okay, it's not an intentional. It's more reactive than anything else. Because the sea is where you live. I mean, all that life in the sea is governed, and it's abundance and it's beauty and it's chaos and it's crazy and it's amazing, and it's not all explored. It runs deep and wide, and that's Pisces. Pisces is very much like that. Where Cancer coming off of the mountain splashing down is very much like that. They can't control that outburst when they get, unless they've got a lot of things in their chart that help ease that down. If they've got a lot of fire in their chart, they're hard to handle. They get really it beats the rocks down, man. And Scorpio is intentional. And Scorpio knows exactly what they're doing with that water, how to move it where it needs to go. I mean, if Scorpio directs the water to flow, and take your house out with it, you will. You know what I mean? It's very much, Scorpio is very much like the flow of the water. It can be a rushing river that consumes every home in a valley. It can be the beautiful trickling stream that puts you to sleep at night. You know, they have that kind of control. They can sting you like a scorpion. Or they have control over that. And the sea, they have, I describe that a bit. So, yeah, it has a lot of, there's a lot in there. And when you're looking at, I'm looking at your whole thing here going, okay, I can see a full story unraveling or unfolding. And let's see, I want one more card here to throw us to the end. Did I just throw one off? There it is. Nope, there's going to be two. Where'd that go? It just fine. Yes, it did. Yeah, right. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. And there you are, manifesting. Total control over the manifestation of your dreams. And this is wisdom. This right here, this card here, what you've done now, and you have taken all your life's lights. Okay, you see all the little lights you've already walked past, and the bags on. Those bags aren't just baggage. Those are lessons. They are regrets and lessons and learned things about yourself and others. And when you see this card, when I see this card, I see the making of wisdom. You're carrying these bags with you, and you will You passed all these lights. You gathered up all of your lessons, and then you made and now you're in phase of wisdom. And then I see you're seeing things from every perspective. It's all balancing out, and here you are manifesting this new thing. And I'm gonna tell you, you're probably gonna draw in a big fat Leo. That's probably gonna be a Leo, and that energy you'll enjoy that energy as long as you treat it well. And I'm gonna guess that with the balancing you've done, the lessons that you've learned, you've already learned how to handle that. So Leo will be a good fit for you. You'll handle them well. They'll appreciate your kindness and your self-control, and you'll appreciate their vivacious personality and their friendly demeanor. You'll appreciate each other's good things. You'll see them. You might not otherwise see them if they come any sooner. Okay, Pisces, I hope you have a great time. I hope that you got something out of this. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. I know that you're a dynamic soul. You got a big spirit, got a lot of heart, hard working, independent, manifester of great things. And you can take this life and make whatever you want from it. You can have anything that you want. You can step into anything you want. Just decide. That's all you got to do. You could be anything, anywhere. But it's up to, my mother used to say, you can have anything you want if you want it bad enough. That's all there is. All right. That was a nice reading, Pisces. I appreciate your energy. I hope that it helps. I hope a lot of you, and don't forget to like and subscribe on the way out. There's going to be a lot of new things I'm trying to develop for this channel. Things I want to set up to give away. I'm an artist. I didn't want to admit that for a long time, but I can't deny it anymore because I'm going to keep painting and I keep drawing and I can't stop. And the things that I do are different. But I'll be doing some giveaways. I'm making a lot of tarot reader boxes with the cards and a box, and you put your like a hair in it, keeps your energy in it, keeps it renewed with the sage bundle. These things, so crystals to keep it energized and help. So yeah, I'm going to be developing some things and giving them away to subscribers as I go through here. Anyway, I hope to see you again soon, and I hope that you're happy to come back if you're a new viewer. I hope you enjoyed this and you'll return if you're a returning viewer. Hey, thank you so much for being there. You all are helping me get this platform rolling, and it'll get better. I promise it'll get better. I'm new to all of it, not to tarot. I've been doing that my whole life, but I'm new to how you do this camera thing, so it's quite an experience so far. Being that I'm old, it's hard to navigate these things. I'm still new at my phone. All right, thank you again, Pisces, and you take care. Okay, see you next time.